How's it going, guys? My name is DJP, and welcome back to an NBA 2K22 MyNBA Rebuilding Challenge. Now, a couple weeks ago, we did this with the Atlanta Hawks, so we're going to do another random team. Just going to select a random team, and we're going to rebuild them in 1 year, or at least try to. See how far we can get. So, that is the objective of today's video. Injuries are off, and, a lot of the trade restrictions are off, similar to settings as we did last time. So, yeah, 1 season. Before we get into it, leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and let me know down in the comments below some more video ideas. Check out my social down in the description. Go to playlist down below containing other NBA 2K22 MyNBA rebuilding content, and check out my channel in case you like content from me, and leave me some comments if there's a specific team you want to see me try to do this 1 year rebuild challenge with. Now, with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so we're going to do our random team selection thing. So here we go. We're going to stop in 3, 2, 1, and if it's Atlanta, we got to move. It's not. It's the Memphis Grizzlies. That is an interesting one. Okay. Very, very interesting one. So let's see if we can rebuild the Grizzlies in 1 season. Alright, so the Grizzlies in real life, obviously they're playing really well. I mean, this team's pretty solid. You got Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks, Tyus Jones, D'Anthony Melton, Brandon Clark, Kyle Anderson, Xavier Tillman, John Conchar, Zaire Williams, Jarrett Culver, Santi Aldama, Tyrell Terry, Killian Tilly, Yves Pons. Okay, so there's some guys here on the squad that we could potentially look to move. Oh, I mean, I guess we could get a better center. That'd be great. But, maybe like Steven Adams, Kyle Anderson, and we have some picks too, by the way. So that's pretty solid. If we do this, I mean, we could probably get some really good trades and maybe even make some moves at the deadline as well. So let's just see if we can find any good offers here. We can get Chris Middleton, which would be interesting. Get Vucevic. Ooh, there's some interesting offers. Ben Simmons and LaMarcus Aldridge. That's also not a bad offer. Miles Bridges and Terry Rozier. We can get Clint Capella. Man, this is tough. Okay. Nurkic and Josh Hart is also a pretty interesting trade offer as well. Yusuf Nurkic, I think, is probably a bit better than Steven Adams. And then Josh Hart, Kyle Anderson. Or do we go with Ben Simmons? Like, Ben Simmons always gets all defensive first team in this game. And we also get LaMarcus Aldridge, but we do have to give 2 first-round picks. So, I think we could get... Miles Bridges also is a good one, though, too. And so is Terry Rozier. I do need a center. Clint Capella would be nice. Vucevic would be interesting. I think I'm gonna go with Vucevic and Derrick Jones Jr. We're gonna go with that. That way we're swapping positions. So first trade. I think this next trade I'm gonna do. So we're gonna give up Killian Tilly, John Conchar, first-round pick and a second-round pick. We're gonna get back Nicholas Batum and Isaiah Hartenstein. So Nicholas Batum, nice backup small forward, and we also get Isaiah Hartenstein, just another big man to have on the team. So let's take a look at this coaching game plan. I think that's all the moves we're gonna make for now. So it's gonna go with Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Nikola Vucevic, with Tyus Jones, Brandon Clark, D'Anthony Melton, Nicholas Batum, Derrick Jones Jr. getting minutes off the bench. So I think this team could be pretty solid. We're going to simulate a bit, see how we do, and I guess we'll kind of just go from there. But I do want to take a look at my system proficiency before I do that. So let me take a look here. Balanced, 4 stars. Yeah, we're just going to keep balanced. Alright, so I think I'm just going to start simulating, and I'll see you guys in a bit. We'll simulate some games. Let's see how this team ends up doing. So we're so far 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2. So got off to a good start. 7-3, okay. We lost 2 straight there. 1 again. 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row. We're the 1 seed currently. 7 in a row, and then we lost to the Hawks and the Kings. Interesting, okay. So yeah, this team's playing pretty well. Good start so far. We're just going to automate this. So... yeah, I guess I'll just let this do its thing. We're probably going to end up being a top seed. So I'll see you guys at the trade deadline if I want to make any more moves. We're approaching the trade deadline. We're almost there. We're starting to take a lot more L's in the month of January and February. We're at the trade deadline. We're still the #1 seed, though. So that's pretty solid. Currently sitting at 36-20 in the Western Conference, which is pretty solid, if I say so myself. But taking a look at the player stats, who's doing their thing out there. Interestingly enough, Ja Morant's not scoring as much as I thought he would be, but I guess we have a lot of guys, so it might make sense, that are also taking the scoring load. Vucevic, I would thought he would be a little bit more efficient. But he's still putting up some good numbers, though. Jaren Jackson Jr., same thing. I thought he'd be a little bit more efficient. These guys down here, but maybe not. 33 from 3. Dylan Brooks, okay. D'Anthony Melton's playing pretty solid. Tyus Jones actually playing pretty well. Desmond Bane. Got 7 guys averaging double figures. So this is pretty good stuff here. I do want to see if there's another move we could potentially make to try to make this team ramped up for the playoffs. But honestly, this team is really good, I have to say. Scoring options. Didn't set those. Let's set those now. John Morant, Vucevic, and Jaren Jackson Jr. You like that sneeze, didn't you guys? All right. So, let's see if there's any trades we can make out here before we continue simulating. All right, I just traded for T.J. Warren and Lance Stevenson, Nicholas Batum, Jarrett Culver, and a bunch of first-round picks. So now, we're going to have T.J. Warren be our starting small forward, and Dylan Brooks is going to come off the bench. I don't know if that's if I like that or not, but I mean, just more depth at the small forward. I do like that for sure, but either way, I am pretty happy with the team. I think this team is going to be really solid, so we're just going to continue simulating, see how well we do. So here we go. We're just going to sim the regular season. Oh, well, we lose to the Pistons, of course, so pretty funny stuff, but we are still the first seed in the Western Conference, and looks like we have our power rank back, although we're losing 2 straight, 3 straight. Nice. Love to see that. And there we go. Get the win again. Now we're winning again. Nice. And then we lose to the Pelicans. All right, so I'm just going to simulate the rest of this season. I will see you guys at the end of the year. All right, and we are at the end of the year, and look at that. Luka Doncic was your MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year, Tyler Hero. Defense for the Giannis. Most Improved, Tyrese Maxey. Coach of the Year goes to Taylor Jenkins. And Executive of the Year goes to Alexander Panel. And I think Taylor Jenkins is our coach. So he is. And yeah, we were the #1 seed in the West, and we were the first power-ranked team. Not that that really matters too much, but no Memphis Grizzlies on any of these teams, which is kind of interesting. And none here, and none here. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so we were 54 and 28. So we had a really good season. Let's take a look at these player stats. Yeah, I don't know why John Morant only averaged 19.7 points, but I would have thought he would have averaged a little bit more. He didn't really play as many minutes as I think he would, so maybe that's why. Plus, again, we have a lot of guys that can kind of just like do things. He was extremely efficient, though, which is, at least from the field. 3-point shot was pretty decent, and good free throw percentage. So, yeah. Vucevic, he put up some nice numbers as well. You know, the efficiency was a little bit better in the second half, I guess. Same with Jaren Jackson Jr., so he was pretty solid for about 15. Not a lot of rebounds, though. He didn't really grab many boards, which is interesting. But he did play good defense, though. And I'm surprised he didn't make an all-defensive team. It's really weird. T.J. Warren, I think he was a solid pickup. Dylan Brooks, Tyus Jones, Anthony Melton, Desmond Bane. 8 guys ended up averaging 10 points or more on this team. So I think this team could make a nice big run. Hopefully we can. That is the goal. The goal is to win the championship, right, in one season. I think this team could do it. I really do. But does 2K think so? Well, that is the question. So we're going to simulate that play-in. We're taking on the 8th-seeded Phoenix Suns in the first round of the playoffs. So let's see how that ends up working out for us. So game 1, we take the victory by 3 points. Nice. Can we win game 2? Yes, blow them out. We're up 3-0, and we are going to lose game 4, and then we're going to win game 5. Come on, 2K. Don't do this. No. Don't. Really? We're not doing this. Don't tell me that we're going to be losing. We're going to be blowing a 3-0 lead. That's just not happening, right? That's really not going to happen. You're not going to allow that. I'm not allowing that. Okay, we need to come back here. Okay. Great third quarter. Wow, we almost blew a 3-0 lead. But we won by 1 point. Oh, that was so close. Really, 2K. Really, 2K. Okay, so we're in the second round. We're taking on Minnesota. We beat them in game 1. They beat us in game 2, so it's 1-1. We're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? Yes. We didn't win game 5? No, right? And we're not going to win game 6, right? It's going to go to game 7? No, it doesn't. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting a game 7. So we win in 6, and now we're in the Western Conference Finals with the Sacramento Kings. Philly and Milwaukee are out in the East. All right, game 1 against Sacramento. They take the victory by 4 points. Okay, game 2, they're up 2-0. They win by 5. And we are down 3-0 to the Kings. That makes sense, 2K, right? Because that makes sense. I mean, they've all been close games, which is interesting. Let's just sim a simcast. Let's see if we can beat them. We're the away team this time. We need to have a good first quarter, which we don't. Decent second. Pretty good third. And looks like we're going to get the victory here. Yeah, blowout. That was a blowout win for us. Maybe a statement win, but I doubt it. So I don't think we're going to come back from a 3-1 lead. I mean, 3-0 lead, really. But we'll see. We're the home team this time. We need to have a good first quarter, which we really didn't have a great first. No one really had a good first quarter, but decent second. We need to have a good third. Can we try to force a game 6? That would be great, and it's looking like we are going to. We win by 2 points. Okay, this has been a competitive series other than game 4. So here we go. Game 6. Can we force a game 7? That would be fantastic. We got off to a good start, and then they came back in the first. They had a good second quarter. We are losing by double digits. We need to cut back, and we don't. We get blown out and lose to the 6-seeded Sacramento Kings in 6 games. And look at that. The Philadelphia 76ers win the championship. That is incredible stuff there. James Harden, Finals MVP? Yep, of course. Let's just take a look at the playoff stats. I have no words. No words. Really no words. You know, it's just upsetting. But it is what it is. John didn't really shoot that well from 3. Vucevic was better in the playoffs. TJ Warren actually shot the ball pretty well. Jaren Jackson Jr., what's going on, buddy? Oh, no, I'm kidding. He was all right. Dylan Brooks. Man, I'm surprised. D'Anthony Melton shot under 40%. It's not great. All right, well, that is very annoying, and I guess that's the end of the video, so let's just go to the full screen and close it out. Well, guys, as you saw, we could not complete the challenge, but if you still enjoyed the video, leave a like on it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and like I said, leave me some comments down below if you want some other video ideas, if you want to see me do a specific team instead of just a random team. You could let me know down in the comments. Check out my socials, check out my playlist down below, check out my channel in case you like content from me. And yeah, with that being said, guys, take care, have a great night, see you soon, and peace.